kiss for you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my another video on Android app development. And so guys, in this video I am going to show you how to fetch the data from the Firebase database using the Firebase UI library, and also I will teach you the concepts of Firebase Recycler Adapter and Firebase Recycler options of the Firebase UI library. So let's get started. So basically we will fetch the data and we will display it in our card view or recycler view inside our Android activity. Okay, so basically I want to show you a demo of how our application will look like. So here, you will be able to see this kind of thing. Okay, so here you will be able to see a background image with the title, and similarly for that. Okay, so we will use the grid view we will be using the grid layout manager for displaying this kind of data inside our Android application. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, I assume that you have already created the Firebase account here inside your the Firebase console. You already have the database here, and also you have already connected your Android project with Firebase. Okay, so here I want to show you is you can see Google services.json. Alright, so I assume that you have already connected the Firebase. Okay, so if you have not already connected the Firebase, you can watch my tutorial. I will upload the video in my the video link inside my video description. Okay, so after you connect your Firebase with your Android Studio application project, so after that you need, here you will be able to see inside your build.gradle, and we want to import the library or the dependency, and we will want the recycler view dependency because we will be using the recycler view, and also we will be using the card view. Alright, so after that we will be using the Firebase library. So basically let's say Firebase dependencies Android, and we will be using the messaging library for Firebase, the database. Okay, so here I will copy that and we will paste it here, compile. Alright, and also we will be requiring the Firebase UI library. Alright, so for that we can say compile com dot Firebase UI Firebase dash UI database, and it will be of version 3.1.0. Alright, after that you need to go to your build.gradle, and inside that you need to add the maven repository. So for that you can say URL https maven.google.com, and now you just need to click on sync now. Alright, so now the project will be synchronized and all the libraries will be added inside our Android application. Okay, in the meanwhile I want to show you which data we want to be inside our Firebase database. Okay, so you need to select this start in test mode. Okay, so enable it, and since it is empty, the database will be empty, so we will want to import the JSON file. Alright, so for that, how can we import it? So I already have created the JSON file, and here you guys can see we have an object of category background, then we have 01, and inside that we will have name and the image link here. Alright, similarly 02, 03, 4, 5, 6 and up to 7. Alright, so we will just import it into our Firebase. So for that, let's go to import JSON and click browse, and inside our desktop, so we will select category and we will click on import. And so guys, you can see now we have all the data inside our database. Here we have image link and the name. Alright, so after that, let's go to our Android Studio, and here you guys can see that all the libraries are successfully added. So first of all, I want to show you. Okay, so basically, so here you guys can see we have name and image link. Alright, so we will create a class. So for that, let's create a class and click new. Okay, so let's select package, and here we can see model, and inside our model package we will create a class and it will be named category item. Alright, click OK, and inside that we will say public string name and the image link. Alright, so we will generate first of all the constructor, and also we will have the default constructor, and after that we will have the getter and setter. Alright, so that will be our category item list. Okay, so now the second thing is we will need okay, so basically what we will require is the, let me show you. So we need okay, so we will be requiring this type of layout. Okay, so how can we do that? So first of all, let's create a layout, and let's say layout category item. Alright, and inside that, instead of our linear layout, we will have card view. Alright, and the width of the card view will be wrap content, and the height will be 120 dp, and then we will be requiring the elevation. The card elevation will be 10 dp. Alright, so after that we can have the relative layout, and inside our relative layout it will be match parent, and inside our relative layout what we are going to use is first of all the image view, and the image view will be image, the match parent, and wrap content, let's say id will be image, and the scale type will be center crop. Alright, similarly we will be having the text view here, so it will be match parent, wrap content, then the id will be name, and after that we can say gravity it to be center, let's say my name, then we can say center in parent true and center horizontal true, and then we can say text size will be 20 st, and the text color will be Android colors / white. Alright, so here we have now completed the layout category item, and after that inside our main activity, okay, so now we need a ViewHolder class. So for that, let's say new package ViewHolder, and inside our ViewHolder let's create a new class, Java class, and we can name it as category ViewHolder. Alright, and it will extend with recyclerview dot ViewHolder. Alright, and after that here we will have the text view T1 and the image view I1. Alright, and there you guys can see there is an issue and we don't have the default constructor, so we can say so here you guys now can see we have the default constructor here, and inside that we can have T1 equals to text view then we have item view dot find view by id r dot id dot name, and we will import the r, then we will have I1 equals to image view item view dot find view by id r dot id dot image. Let's see, it is image, yes. Alright, so that was it, a very simple. Okay, so now after we have all this, so now we can go to our main activity, and inside that we need to use the recycler view, and we can say match parent, and let's say id to be recycler view. Alright, so now go to our main activity, and inside that first of all we need to initialize our recycler view. Then we can say recycler view equals to recycler view find view by id r dot id dot recycler view. Then we need a database reference, and we can initialize the database reference as Firebase database dot get instance dot get reference dot child, and we can say, let's say category background. Alright, and after that now we need to use the Firebase UI classes. So for that, first of all we have the Firebase Recycler options, and here we will have the category item, and here we will have options. Then we will have Firebase Recycler Adapter, and here we will have category item. Then we will have the category ViewHolder, and we will name it as adapter. Alright, so after that, after we have initialized the database reference, so now we need to initialize the Firebase Recycler options. So we can say Firebase options equals to new Firebase Recycler options, and let's say dot builder, and inside that we can say category item. So now we need to use the set query method, so we can say dot set query. And what will be the query? It will contain the database reference here, and the second will be the category item dot class, and we will try to build it. Alright, this is our options class. We have initialized and set the query, and after that we need to now use the adapter. So we can say adapter equals to new Firebase Recycler Adapter, and here we will close it, and inside here we will insert the options. Alright, so now we have there the two methods, on bind view holder and on create view holder. So inside our on create view holder we are going to inflate the layout, which we have is the layout category item. So for that, first of all, we can say view equals to layout inflated dot from, and first of all we will say parent dot get context, and so we can say dot inflate dot layout category item, then we will have parent, and the third one will be false. Alright, and then we will just say okay. So instead of returning null, we can say return new category view holder, and inside that we will pass the view object. Alright, so after that, inside our on bind view holder, so now we need to use and we need to set the model. Okay, so for that we need to use the Picasso library. So for that, let's say Picasso library. It is an open source library used to insert the images from the link and set it to image view. So for that we will just use this. Let's go to our build.gradle, and here we need to use compile. Alright, now we need to click on sync now. Okay, so now it is already added. So inside our on bind view holder, so first of all we can say Picasso dot get dot load, and what we will be loading is model dot get image link dot into, and we will be using holder dot so we will say holder dot I1, but as you guys, if we hover the mouse over here, you can see I1 is not public. So let's go to category view holder and let's make them public. Alright, similarly the image view will be public. So after here we can say new callback, and here inside our on success method. Okay, so we can say image loaded successfully, but if there is an error, so we can say could not get the image. Alright, or we can also say e dot get message. Alright, and after here we can also set the name, so we can say holder dot t1 dot set text, and we will set the text as model dot get name. Alright, that was it. We have successfully write the model, and we have set the model properties to the holder. Alright, so after we have this before the on create method is ended, so we now need to use, okay, so first of all let's say here recyclerview dot set has fixed size, and we will say it to be true. And after that, inside our main activity before the on create method is, so we can say grid layout manager equals to new grid layout manager, and we can say get application context, and we will say 2. Okay, so after that we can say recyclerview dot set layout manager, and we will set the manager to grid layout manager. And after that we can say adapter dot start listening, and after we can say dot set adapter, and we will set the adapter to the recycler view. Alright, so I guess that is enough, and make sure you have the internet permission here. Alright, so now let's try to, okay, so before that let's try to override some methods on start, and inside our on start method we can say if adapter is not equal to null, so we can say adapter dot start listening, and inside our on stop, so we can say if adapter is not equal to null, adapter dot stop listening, and inside our on resume method, so we can say similarly. Alright, so now let's try to run our project application. And I hope that it will work. It is taking a lot of time, and now the APK is being installed, and let's see if it works or not. So guys, you are able to see the output. Here we have the C. Alright, so guys, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Goodbye. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section.